Bitcoin went up as high as 94K today. Is 100K in the near future, or will we be heading down below 90K once again? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 5:45 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 93,700. And we're starting off here with a 2-week chart. Right now it's looking pretty good. This closes in 4 days and 2 hours. We're bouncing off this 50 moving average, which was at 85,000. That's the support right now at the moment. Right now we have a green candle, and it looks like we want to head up towards this 21 moving average, and that's at 103,097. Another thing that's good is that the RSI is starting to point up, and also we're starting to get oversold here, and we might start curving up on the stochastics, which, if you guys been listening to the other videos, I've been saying I think that the weekly is going to pop up once the 2-week also is ready to pop up, and they might go up together, and that's really going to give us a surge. Now, will that bring us back into the bull market? We would have to see what happens in the future, but that's definitely the beginning of something great if that could happen. On the weekly chart, this also closes in 4 days and 2 hours. You can see we're very oversold. We've been dragging here for a while. We're already starting to point up. Maybe this is the time that we start going up here. We bounce off the 100 moving average. We're currently above the 80 moving average. That's at 90,482. We do not want to go below 90,000. As long as we can stay above 90K, then we have the chance to hit 100K again. We could range between 90 and 100K, and the 50 moving average is at 102,357. For me to think that we're back in the bull market, we would have to close above the 50 moving average with at least 2 or 3 candles of confirmation, and that might bring us back up. So let's see what happens. If not, we could at least get a rally to the 50 moving average even if we get rejected. So another $10,000 move wouldn't be bad. Now, on the other time frames we went over yesterday, the 6-day is also ready to blast up on the stochastics, the 5-day as well, the 4-day as well. The 3-day is looking good. We were able to regain the 200 moving average. This still has 2 days and 2 hours before it closes, and it looks like we're headed to the 21 moving average. That's currently at 103,200. On the 2-day chart, the stochastics are starting to get not toppy yet. We're getting there. We still have a lot more room to go. It looks like we're headed towards this 21 moving average. That's also at 98,424. So everything's indicating that we want to hit the late 90Ks, close to 100K. Let's see what ends up happening. On the daily chart, this is the one that looks toppy, and I'm starting to see some curvature, so we might get another hump back up. We're also above this 21 moving average. This right here kind of looks like a W pattern, and this would bring us up the measured move to the 50 moving average, which is currently at 100,597. So we have the potential to do that, especially if we curve up. Will we get rejected from here? We would have to see. At the time, we would be toppy. I was also telling you guys that this could be some type of inverted head and shoulder, where this is the left shoulder. This could be the head. We make it to the 50 moving average. We could reject, play around here sideways, make a right shoulder, and then this will blast us up above 100K if that were to happen. So we still have the potential for that. The 22-hour chart, let's see if we drag here for a while. This took a little bit to drag. We dragged here for a little bit as well, so something could happen like that as well. Again, like I said, this is a double bottom. This measured move will take us to this 100 moving average. That's at 100K. So as you can see, everything's showing us wanting to get towards 100K. The 12-hour chart is also trying to get above this 50 moving average. The 10-hour chart here, we're above the 80 moving average. Looks like we're headed to the 100 moving average next. 8-hour chart is starting to get a little toppy, but we are above the 21 moving average. That's very important. 6-hour chart, we're getting toppy, but look, we're above the 100 moving average. The next thing it's gonna want to do is go to this 200 moving average, and that's at 100,795. So that's looking good as well. 4-hour chart is toppy here. Now we could definitely drag here for a while, and we're getting close to this 200 moving average. This is important for us to get above this 200 moving average. This will definitely make us bullish here. That's currently at 96K. We're not too far from there. We hit 94K today, I believe. You could say that this is some type of inverted head and shoulder as well. This will definitely blast us above the 200 moving average, probably to like 102 or something like that. So if this could happen and we could drag here, this will be important. If we get rejected from the 200 moving average, then we have to stay above this 21 moving average, or even this 50 moving average. I wouldn't want us to see 89K. We would have to stay above 90K. 3-hour chart, we did get above the 200 moving average. This looks like it wants to curve up. If this wants to curve up, that means the 4-hour is probably going to continue going a little bit sideways on the stochastics before dropping down, and this is going to give us a bigger move up. 2-hour chart was on the way down, but we're starting to get a curve up as well. We're above the 21 moving average. This is flagging out. Now, yesterday, this is where I left you guys with a flag. This has the potential to take us to 96K, and we went went up to 94K. I think I gave you this around like 90K, 91K. So pretty much a $4,000 move already. I'm considering this a winning trade so far, but it does look like we have a lot more room, especially with the stochastics. We're only halfway. So I expect this to clear out this measured move of about 96, 97K. So look out for that. 45-minute chart, we still have room to continue going up. We're above the 21 moving average. 30-minute chart, we're starting to get a little toppy. We can always drag here. And on the 15-minute chart, this one does look toppy. This one looks like we want to roll over. We've been fighting to stay above the 21 moving average. We've lost it. We stayed above it. As long as we could stay above this 200 moving average at 90,458, we could continue having more upside. If we lose this 200 moving average, look out for this on the 15-minute chart, then we're probably going to go back into the 80Ks, maybe 89, 88, 87. We could hold above this 200 moving average, then I would expect this to try to reclaim 96K, 97, 98, and possibly even 100K. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.